Just because you see someone that's working harder than you doesn't mean you should quit. What do I mean by this, man? I used the gym as another example. Um, and also, I got another example for this too. After this, excuse me, I got the hiccups now, but or the burps, or both. There it goes. But so at the gym, right? I'll be doing my thing, I'll be lifting my weights, whatever. And I look over and I see this other dude. He's a lot bigger than me, lifting more weight. And then I see this other dude next to me on the other side. He's about maybe the same size as I am, maybe a little bit smaller. And he sees the dude to the right of me that's lifting heavier weight, and he's trying to match that dude because gym egos, they get in the way all the time and people end up getting hurt. But he sees the dude on the right lifting so much more weight. He's lifting he's benching like like 250, 275, something like that, 300. And the dude over here, he's only benching like 150. So he's trying to match the dude over here because he thinks that he can do what this guy can. Until he finds out that he can't. When y'all see somebody who's working harder than you, who's doing more than you, who's more ambitious than you, a lot of people, when they see that, they become discouraged and they quit because they think, man, because they try and cheat the process and they try and get to where that person is, and they're like, man, I ain't never gonna reach this. There's no point. I can't do it. I'm just gonna go home. That's not the mindset to be in, man. See, when I see people like that to my right, I see that are bigger than me, I think, I'm going to, I'm going to be like that one day, I just got to keep on doing this, and I ain't going to lie, man. Y'all can't see it right now, but I myself can slowly start to see the progress of my arms becoming bigger and bigger each day that I work on them. A lot of people don't pay attention to that because they're outcome based. They want to see their arms get bigger, like by 2 inches in that day, which is not going to happen. They might get bigger by a 16th of an inch. They might get bigger by an eighth of an inch, but they're not going to get bigger by 2 inches in a day unless you're using steroids or something. But so when I see people like this on my right, I think I'm gonna get like that one day. I just got to keep on doing me, and I can't cheat the process. Otherwise, I ain't going to properly achieve what it is that I'm going for. A lot of people, they try and cheat the process, and guess what? Um, when they cheat the process, it's like y'all ever seen that movie Tron on the bikes? Them beams that are behind the bikes. When they run into them, their bikes get destroyed. That's what it's like. You try and cheat the process. You just hit that beam and your body got destroyed because now you hurt yourself, and now you can't go back into the gym. And now guess what? You're going to have to start back from farther back than you was whenever you try to cheat the process. So a lot of people get discouraged when they can't do what somebody else is doing, and that's the wrong mindset to be in. You got to be in the mindset of doing you and understanding that you're not as strong as this person, but you can be if you continue to work, if you continue to put in that effort. I'm not nearly as strong as the dude on my right side, but I am as strong as I am, and I am stronger than I was yesterday, and that is the mindset that you got to be in, man. Otherwise, and that's not even with the gym, man. That's in life in general. You see people making millions off of YouTube, Twitch, and you over here making like $5-10 right now. A lot of people, they think because they're not making millions off of YouTube and Twitch that they ain't never going to make millions off of YouTube and Twitch, man. So they give up because they think I ain't never going to be on that level. When I see that, it's like, dang, dude, I wish I was there, but guess what? I'm going to get there eventually if I keep on doing what I'm doing. Same thing, somebody at work, one of your coworkers, maybe they got a promotion to a management position that you've been wanting to get to. Because they've been putting in that work, they've been showing to managers that they want that position, and you want that position too, but you're not putting in as much work, or maybe or maybe if you are, the managers ain't really paying attention to you like that because they're paying attention to this other guy, and you get discouraged and you start giving up. Don't give up. Just do you, man, and keep working on getting their attention and proving to them that you want that position, that you can do it. It goes with all aspects in life. So another example I have for this, man, is one time maybe like 4, 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. I can't even remember how long it's been now, but I had this one new kid at my job. And he was like 18, 19 years old or whatever the case may be. And when I say kid, I mean like obviously he was like 18 years old, but I call people like that kids for whatever reason. That's just what I do. That's how I call them. But and I legit thought he was a kid because he was in the personnel office waiting for my supervisor to show him what it was that he was supposed to do on his first day. When I walked in there, he had a baby face and everything, dude. I looked back at my coworker. I was like, "Yo," I was about to say, "Yo, whose kid is this over here in the office?" But then I saw the name tag named, we'll say Bob, because I ain't dropping no government names. I saw a name tag that said Bob, and I was talking to my team lead. I was like, "Yo," we'll call him Stan. We're gonna call my team lead Stan. I was like, "Yo, Stan, so I see we got a couple of new guys. One of them name is Bob, and the other one's name is Jeff." And Bob was like, "Yeah, I'm Bob." I was like, "Oh, what?" Like, cause like when I seen him, I legit thought he was a kid, but that's not the point. The point is that when we were working, this was back when I was still unloading trucks. You know, he unloaded. I was training him on one of the trucks, unloading that. And then Stan took him over to the other side to unload another truck. And that truck you got to pull pallets with out of, with the pallet jack. It's tough work if you're not used to it. And this kid, after the first day, calls in on the next day. After his first day, he calls in on his next day. Comes back in on the third day, literally hands the personnel manager his tag and says, "This job is too hard for me. I'm done." Because he sees that other people are working hard because they're used to it already. So he gets discouraged and he gets worn out. He thinks that he can't do it, so he ended up quitting. He legit quit. He was a quitter. Instead of working hard at it and getting used to using them leg muscles and pulling them heavy pallets, instead of used to being worn out, he decided to quit. That is the best definition of what not to do in a situation whenever you feel like you're not going to reach what what you're trying to reach. That's when it matters the most. That's when you really got to ask yourself, is this what I want to do? Do I want this? If yes, then do it. If not, why did I even start in the first place, So, just because you see somebody that works harder than you does not mean you need to give up, does not mean you need to quit. It just means you need to keep working at what you're doing. You got to keep chipping away at your stone wall, man. You got to find another way around that stone wall. But you got to keep doing you and understand the level that you are on. And understand that level that you are on today is one step farther than the level that you were on yesterday. So with that being said, Tyler, if you could turn the lights back on, open them windows and get some fresh air up in the classroom, man. I'm going to go ahead and end the topic right there. Cream suit, I do be hitting different though. That being said, anybody has anything they'd like to say pertaining to the message, go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. Otherwise, I need to see 30 rows or 50 rows in the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, I will get up out of here for the night, man. For the night. I'm legit sitting here getting ready to pass out, man. This thunderstorm's got me wanting to go to sleep right now. But guess what? I still got other things I got to do. So I got to get my punk A up afterwards and do what I got to do. I got to set that example for myself and go from there. That's what you got to do, man. Y'all got to set the example for yourselves and keep on trucking. You got to set the example for yourself tomorrow. You got to set yourself the example for tomorrow, today, if that makes sense. So do what you got to do today so you can set the example for what you got to do tomorrow. Otherwise, you're going to get lost, man. You're going to get lost in that tornado, that tsunami, that whirlwind, You're going to get lost in it all if you don't set the example for yourself tomorrow, today.